Um, just I've been training, man. I've been training and trying to get ready, working hard, trying to prepare for whenever I get the call to get my next fight. Yeah, I got a chance to train with Herschel before his fight, probably 3 or 4 weeks. We did some wrestling and we did a sparring a little bit, and I thought that he picked up well and he was real attentive in learning and becoming a martial artist. People talk about his black belt in taekwondo and everything, but he was real focused on learning all the other areas of the game. And it was those things that actually propelled him to victory in the fight. It wasn't his taekwondo. It was his takedown defense was outstanding. His jiu-jitsu was good, getting to the full mount on multiple occasions and eventually finishing the fight. I thought Herschel did a great job. I think they're good fights. I think Luke. I know Paul Bradley from wrestling. I know he's a hard-nosed kid and he wants to win fights. But I think Luke's at a point in his career now where he's ready to make the big step, and I expect him to compete well and compete hard as he does in his training every day. I think he's gonna do well. And Trevor is a guy that just shows up to fight, man. He's doing it for years. He's a really, really underrated guy. He's as good as anybody, and he can fight anybody. And I think people are going to be not surprised because it's what you come to expect. But then after watching him compete at a high level, they're going to appreciate what Trevor brings to the table because he's really an outstanding martial artist. I think it's really good. Anytime you have the consensus #1 fighter in the world in your division, it makes the weight class valid. So when you have that, having Fedor and Fabricio Verdum, Alistair Overeem, obviously, Brett Rogers, we've got some really, really good guys in this division. It motivates you to train hard every day to know that one day, if you even attempt to compete at that level, you've got to be putting in the work. I think the heavyweight division in Strikeforce is as good as any division in the world. I'd put our top 5 guys against anybody in the world from any organization, and I think we win the majority of the fights. My favorite fight, 2009, I'm biased, man. Mo's my buddy, so I'm always going to root for him getting the victory. But the most interesting fight and the best fight that I saw all year was Fedor versus Brett Rogers. It was intense because it was Fedor's debut in the organization. It was good because Brett Rogers is a tough fighter, and he didn't back down, and he fought as hard as he could. And it was up and down. It wasn't just Fedor going out and dominating some guys. He's dominated the majority of the people that he's fought, and I think Brett Rogers was one guy that really, really left it all out on the line. And I truly have to believe that was probably my favorite fight. And obviously Josh Thompson, Gil Melendez was good too, but obviously with Josh coming up on the short end of the stick, it's not as good to me because he's one of my friends and one of my teammates. But I'd say Fedor Rogers because I didn't have to be bummed out after the fight was over. It didn't matter either way to me, so it was good.
Thanks a lot, Daniel.
All right, no worries.